Many years ago, I quit retail arbitrage, and in this video, I'm going to explain why that is. For those of you that don't know, retail arbitrage is a form of product sourcing. Instead of sourcing your products from suppliers like we normally teach here at Wholesale TED, you instead source your products from retailers. Retail arbitrage usually involves finding popular branded items at clearance prices in retail stores and then relisting it online and other places, such as Amazon. It is a very popular method to ship your retail arbitrage sourced products into the Amazon FBA warehouses and let the Amazon FBA program fulfill the orders for you. In recent years, the Amazon FBA retail arbitrage industry has had a huge boom, and a lot of people have jumped on the gravy train. But there are two genuine, real issues that people in the retail arbitrage community are now facing, and it is these problems that make the future of retail arbitrage uncertain. This is probably going to be a reasonably controversial video because I know that I've got a lot of subscribers here at Wholesale TED that do retail arbitrage. I want you to know that I'm not saying that retail arbitrage is bad, I'm just pointing out some of the challenges that it's going to face in the upcoming years. And it's personally not right for me, and I'm going to explain why shortly. But first, I'm going to explain the problems that modern day retail arbitrage is facing, especially Amazon FBA retail arbitrage. These problems have left Amazon FBA retail arbitrage in an uncertain future, and I think that everyone who is doing this needs to know about them. Problem number 1, brands are restricting their products, and this is only going to get worse. Brands are more and more registering with Amazon and setting up exclusive agreements with them. That means that only they can sell their products on Amazon. For example, if you want to sell Fitbits on Amazon, you need to be an authorized reseller. Over time, more and more brands are going to be restricting their products on Amazon. And they're going to do this for two reasons. Firstly, they're going to do it so that they can have better control over their distribution channels. And secondly, they're going to do it because they're going to want to take the Amazon sales for themselves. If you are in the retail arbitrage game, you need to be aware over time that the products you are buying could at any moment become restricted on Amazon, and you could be left with a bunch of stock that you're not allowed to sell on there. You also have to be aware of the fact that as more and more products become restricted on Amazon, the competition is going to become saturated for the products that aren't, because of the fact that everyone is going to be pushed together and they're only going to be able to sell unrestricted brands. This is one of the advantages you have if you're a dropshipper or you buy products at wholesale rates directly from the supplier. If you are dropshipping, you are usually dropshipping directly from the manufacturer, making you an authorized reseller. At worst, you are selling directly from an authorized reseller yourself, and plus usually these items are small branded items and they will never get the same restrictions on Amazon that the big brands are going to eventually impose. And of course, if you are already buying products in wholesale lots directly from the manufacturer, then you yourself are an authorized distributor. This means that as a business you have more certainty. You are able to count on the fact that you're going to be able to sell this item into the future. And of course, this isn't a problem if you're private labeling. You are in control of your product and nobody can stop you from selling it. Product number 2, when you buy a product in a store, the warranty is no longer valid. Here is a big problem with retail arbitrage. When you buy an item in a store, the warranty begins then and there. For some items, this isn't a problem. If you're simply reselling something like, say, Twinings English breakfast tea, you picked them up cheaply, well then the warranty concerns aren't exactly relevant. But for some items, this is a big deal. If you're reselling a GoPro you picked up cheaply, it comes with a 1-year warranty from the original purchase. So when you go ahead and try to resell the item on Amazon, it's a really grey area to call that new. A buyer purchasing the item from you doesn't actually have the same benefits as someone who really buys it truly new because of the fact that the warranty is partially used. In addition, some manufacturers will not honour the warranty if you can't prove that you bought it from an authorised reseller. Fitbit is a great example. You cannot buy a Fitbit from a non-authorized reseller on Amazon, but you can on eBay. If you do, be prepared that Fitbit may not honor their warranty, as they haven't in the past. This makes the future of retail arbitrage on Amazon shaky. They are fine with it now, but will they truly be fine with it in the future? Amazon is focused on customers having a great customer experience. And a lot of customers truly just don't understand what they're getting into when they buy new products on Amazon that don't have full warranties. When they find out, they get mad, which causes a massive headache for Amazon. And that is why I am not certain that Amazon are going to keep being so free about retail arbitrage into the future. They may do nothing, but I suspect they will. I can't prove that, but it's just my hunch. Of course, dropshipping and wholesaling does not have this problem because you're buying directly from the manufacturer, which means that you have the full warranty. And of course, if you are private labeling, then you don't have this problem at all because it is you who is providing the warranty. But I want to stress that these problems do not in any way spell total doom or gloom for the retail arbitrage industry. Yes, these are real problems that the retail arbitrage industry is facing, but this doesn't mean that the retail arbitrage industry is just going to go and die. For one thing, it is going to take a long time for companies to restrict their products on Amazon. So you're going to be able to take advantage of retail arbitrage on Amazon FBA for at least a few years yet if that is your business strategy. In addition, thanks to the fact that Amazon is restricting different categories, retail arbitrage's life is going to be extended. This is going to help you with the issue of increased competition and saturation. Basically, if you are in retail arbitrage, I would highly suggest that you get unrestricted in the different restricted categories that Amazon has because the competition in those categories is less saturated. The sooner you get unrestricted in gated categories, the better. Amazon are only going to make it harder and not easier to get ungated in these categories, so get ungated now so that you can reap the rewards into the future. Plus, even if retail arbitrage on the Amazon FBA program has a shaky future, that doesn't mean that retail arbitrage itself is going to die, it's just simply going to evolve. My first ever e-commerce business had a massive retail arbitrage component to it. And I actually did it on an even bigger scale. I did international cross-border retail arbitrage on a mass scale as a teenager, and I made a killing for it. Retail arbitrage was alive then 10 years ago. 10 years on, it is still alive now, and I believe that 10 years on into the future, it will still be alive and kicking. It's just going to simply evolve and you're going to have to sell on different channels. If you're dedicated to the retail arbitrage industry, then be prepared to evolve with it. You may have noticed that on this channel, I don't actually talk about retail arbitrage that much, which is funny because the reality is that a lot of my viewers are probably doing it. And I'm happy to talk about it because I do have a lot of experience in it. But the truth is that it's something that I actually quit quite a long time ago, well before the industry evolved to become reliant upon the Amazon FBA program, and here is why I quit it. It is difficult to scale retail arbitrage. When you work a job, you trade your time for money. You work, you get paid. Retail arbitrage is no different. You work, source products, and then, well, you get paid. You have no permanent source of stock. You need to always be sourcing new products. You need to always be looking. You also need to be sourcing a wide variety of items because oftentimes when you're doing retail arbitrage, you will be taking advantage of great one-off deals. This means that you need to be sourcing lots of different products. And this is a lot of work. I mean, don't get me wrong, it can be a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work. What I realized over time was that actually I didn't want to do this. I no longer wanted to trade my time for money. What I really wanted to do was to build assets that would make me money while I had to do minimal work to maintain them. Dropshipping is actually a great passive income model. Once you source items that are in high demand but low supply, you can source generic versions of those items from dropshippers. You can then build up your Amazon listing in the search engine so that people will organically find your listing, buy items from you, and you have to do minimal work. You get repeat constant sales of a product that you've only had to source once, unlike with retail arbitrage where you need to keep sourcing new products. You do the work once and you reap constant rewards into the future. This is one dropshipping strategy, and we actually teach it in our free ebook, How to Make $10,000 a Month Online with Dropshipping, which you can find a link to download in the video description below. And in time, as you build your business, you can even hire people to fulfill your dropshipping orders for you, making it a truly passive income model. And with your time freed up, you are then free to go and research new products to dropship and sell. These new items bring in permanent, ongoing sales and income, meaning that you're able to scale up your business and grow the amount of money that you're earning. And the same goes for private labeling. Once you have developed your product, shipped it into Amazon's warehouse and optimized your listing, you have a permanent, ongoing source of income that you can rely on. You can then use your time to develop new products or even go into other passive income models such as dropshipping. These types of businesses scale, and I truly believe that everyone should be considering getting into businesses that scale. So I would never tell people to not do retail arbitrage, but I would tell them that there is a ceiling to hit, and yes, you will hit it. Whether that bothers you though is entirely up to you.